Hello, welcome to a new Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So I got really bored with, lately the games that I've been playing, which is all action or platformer or, control-y like stuff. And I wanted something to do with more of my brain, but I didn't want to go like full on, you know, full puzzle, because then I'd be playing Professor Layton. But I wanted to play something a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more doable, easy to do kind of thing. And also it was more like I had a craving to play Phoenix Wright, because I actually haven't fully played one Phoenix Wright game. The first time I played Phoenix Wright was a long, long time ago. And I don't even remember how it went. I just know, I just have ideas of the characters, but I don't really know them, So yeah, so I figured it'd be a good idea. So anyways, I'm emulating this. There's with the Desmo Me emulator, which is a DS emulator. And it's been working so far for me, so hopefully it took me forever to get this screen capture thing set up. Anyway, so let's get started with the game. I ran like 3 tests, so I don't know if it'll actually work. So we'll just start with the first game. Hopefully you can see my mouse. So we're off with the murder case straight off the bat. Okay, so we know right away who the killer is. So then now it's like we have to kind of get away from that mindset that he's the killer. We have to somehow pin it on him. We have to get away from that, because I know that always screws me up. Like, I'm always like, he's the killer, How could you not know this? Okay. Voices. Phoenix's voice. Should we just go with my normal voice? Sure, we'll do that. Huh. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew. I'm glad you made it on time. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die! It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. It's a murder case. That's not simple. Or the logistics of it, you mean, is simple. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since middle school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. That does suck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. That's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, Court number 2. So, like, they just have a whole bunch of courts lined up, you know, court number 1, court number 2. The old man voice. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Should I go nerdy? How do I go nerdy? The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. A tutorial! Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is the murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No, wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim, of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the defendant's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button. Yes, this is what you totally say in real life. Just touch the button. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Okay, so we go into Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, blah blah blah, so I'm assuming it's Cindy. How do I get back? So, Cindy Stone. The victim in this case, a model. She sort of lived in an apartment by herself. I could not read that properly. Cinder block. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? I didn't read that. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we should proceed. Because you can proceed life or go through any job with just 3 simple questions. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon. The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to court record. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence. I can't say the word. I can't. Added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case.
You'll get your chances to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready.
Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. And he's got his cocky face on.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Then they all die. I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or saying me ever. What's it do anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. Indeed. I can't, it's hard to go back and see the voice. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude,
no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? I'll listen to Mia. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant?
Oh, I used the wrong voice. That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, you won. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. Cause we need to get with the program. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Oh, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. I didn't see her.
Object!
Oh, okay. It has to be like that. I don't think I can do that voice. My voice actually doesn't go that high.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Okay, so we know who... It's probably the actual killer. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad. Day of the murder? Hold on, let me get a drink. It's hard to do this guy's voice. Probably doesn't even sound that different. You know, once I listen to this, myself. It's like, my voice doesn't change at all. But it's like, I'm actually honestly trying.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. French Sawit to the stand.
He doesn't look sketchy at all.
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
I need to stop fumbling over my words.
Oh yes. Newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Alright, here we go, testimony time. What voice do I give this guy? A newspaper guy, so it's like... I have no idea.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was... Hold on.
Ba-da-da-da-dum. Time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.? You're off? What?
The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
How do I do a sketchy voice?
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth?
I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Good question.
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? That's true.
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally.
I don't think that's the case because they charge with a battery.
The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record. Hold on. Electricity, noon to 6. Okay, well, that coincides with the 1 p.m., so... Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right?
It's like coddling a child.
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness' testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. I already found one.
But I'm gonna try and get through this without making a mistake.
First, between the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay. Touch the court button, and point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Cross-examination! It's going door to door, selling descriptions when I saw the man filling the apartment. Press.
Isn't the man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. That was substantially lower. I don't know, he just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? Thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Well, Professor Lewis. Well, Professor Lewis, those are the penalty, right? Half open, you say? Yes, the door was half open, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? Maybe it's strange, no one's inside the apartment. I don't think it's a good idea to press. Should I press? We'll press. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see? Isn't it always human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. True, wait, I've never been stuck in anyone who's inside. Why did Frank come off so quickly? So, you looked in the apartment, what happened then? Then I saw her lying there, and not moving dead. How do you know she's dead? Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess I would look there, but I know. Well, what happened next? Grandpa follows up on him to go inside. He didn't even check. Whatever, I'll pass. So, you didn't touch anything in your apartment? Yes, I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? Do I have evidence that you touched something, though? Isn't that gloves? You think they would find... Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, I can't, okay. What to call it police immediately? Won't you call hospital? You stop to call the police if I needed an answer. No, not the question. That's not the right thing you should ask. Please listen to this and send money. You have to call the police. What happened next? The phone in their apartment wasn't working. We already went through this. I'll pass this. The phone in their apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't right. Sketchy. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that, I heard explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Went to a nearby apartment. Phone. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartment.
Right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. And why do you remember it was 1 p.m.? 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Princess, yeah. I already caught that the first time. Alright. Here you go. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m.? You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Alright. Take 2. It might take a while. I'm running out 30 minutes already.